Okay guys, so the Rlaarlo SBK is here, and with the gold and black livery, this is of course the carbon fiber version. Now it seems to me that people are still doing unboxes with big knives and stabbing boxes, whatever, but like I always said, if you're going to do something like that, do it in style, and if you can't beat them, join them. Unboxing coming right up. So like I said, Rlaarlo SBK 1/10 scale off-road buggy 4-wheel drive. This was initially teased during the XTS S10 live by Rlaarlo, but here we have it today, just over a month later. SBK probably stands for Stormbreaker. Let's take a look inside, guys. Now I don't condone with playing with knives, by the way. I don't think it's cool. I definitely don't think it's safe. And there it is, guys. There's the new T-Rex remote control that came with the XTS S10. Look at that. Thing of beauty, isn't it? You got the wing, or the tail, whatever you want to call it. Extra battery straps like you always get with Rlaarlo. Hex tool, speed pinion, diff gaskets, white tire marker if you want to make the tires pop. And there is a larger battery tray here. Now I assume this would be the battery for the remote control. USB charger, telemetry cable, a load of decals for the actual car, a load of random stickers, and an instruction sheet, not booklet. That actually looks like a front bumper. It looks a bit, how would you say, monster trucky. A little bit like the one off the Omni-terminator, if anything. Oh, missed a bit. Okay guys, so here you are. Now sticker application wasn't actually too difficult. Just the ones on the wing here with the Rlaarlo lettering on here, and most of them are still on the sheet. The reason being is because I actually have no idea where they're meant to go. Now I did use this black sticker here on the black body, so it literally doesn't show, so it's kind of pointless. Also, I have decided to use the stock bumper, just this little one here, and not the basher buggy bumper, because I really just don't like that. But yeah, absolutely wonderful looking little buggy. I do love the black and gold livery here. And as always with Rlaarlo, you get a really nicely set out suspension. Now they have always provided brilliant suspension setup right out of the box. These tires have a rather interesting tread on them. They're kind of off-roady and not for any particular track surface I can think of. So probably just a general all-purpose tire. Now what's nice to see is this is a quick release body, meaning just one body pin there, pulls off just like that, lift and pull, and it comes off. Just two hooks that go into the back of that little nook there. Chassis wise, looking very familiar, right? Because if you know, this is based on the Omni-terminator. 70/75 shock towers, front and rear. Shock top protectors on there, not only on the top, but this one on the bottom too. Now that is a really nice detail. Having a quick look down here, you can see there is the carbon fiber insert on the arms, and you have adjustable camber, adjustable toe in, toe out. Obviously sway bar here, same here, sway bar on the rear. And you can see the carbon fiber inserts on the arms on the rear too. So laser etched aluminium chassis is very typical of Rlaarlo. Plastic side guards with a carbon fiber effect. That is not carbon fiber there. There you go. Included is your very typical 2200 mAh free cell 35C LiPo battery. And this one, being the carbon fiber version, does have a 60 amp ESC, 2 to 3S capable 60 amp ESC. The metal version will have a lower rated 40 amp ESC. Flicking it over, here is our waterproofed receiver box, 3650 size 2650 kV brushless motor with a heatsink and fan right there. Now we have a standard sized servo in a 1/10 buggy. You can see it standing upright, so no need to buy the servo conversion kit. It's already right there. As always with Rlaarlo, you have the adjustable motor mounting plate. You can adjust that very easily to fit in a larger pinion gear. You probably expected most of these features, having seen this chassis before and having seen it perform in other forms. Does it run true to scale? So here you see it, guys. 1/10 scale SBK, 1/8 scale Techno EB buggy. You can see obviously there is a size difference, but I think it looks small, but I think yes, pretty much running true to 1/10 scale buggy size. Let's take this out. I will give it a speed run on its standard pinion. I might put in the speed pinion and do it again, and we'll find somewhere to run it. Now it's a shame there is no local buggy tracks around here, but we'll find something. Well, that's a good one. The sun came out. Anyway, first run of the Rlaarlo SBK. Let's give it a try. Car is ready and turned on. You do have to give it a quick little burst on the throttle for the remote to connect, by the way. Took me a little while to figure that out, but I didn't read the instructions. Anyway, let's see how this thing does. Wow, straight off the bat. No delay whatsoever. Nice. Nice and responsive. You wouldn't really expect anything less from Rlaarlo. I mean, being slightly more premium than some other budget brands, you do have more expectations from them. Seems to handle quite well. Now this is still running stock pinion, 3S stock battery, stock everything basically. Drag brake is a little bit, how'd you say, heavy. But yeah, nice and responsive. Look at this thing go. Not the fastest thing in the world on its stock pinion, but don't forget there is a speed pinion. It's very, very grounded. That's definitely what you want from a buggy. Very, very planted. Oh, bit of debris on the floor. Nice. I expect it's going to be absolutely wonderful to jump. If we find some jumps, I guess we're going to have to find that out. Anyway, let's get a speed checker on this thing and see how fast it goes. Let's see. Yeah, GPS is attached to the SBK. I did forget to mention that this does have a centre diff, by the way, so that's always nice to have. Everybody likes to have a centre diff, don't they? Anyway, let's see how fast it goes. Just waste no time, straight off the bat, full out. Oh, big massive rock. I mean, one rock in the entire car park and I managed to hit it. It's always the case. Like I said, very, very nice, very grounded. Currently not the fastest buggy ever on its stock pinion. But very, very controllable. The grip on those tyres is really nice on this asphalt. It should be good enough. Oh, that rock is just my nemesis today. Okay, 29 miles per hour. So yeah, 29 miles per hour, 3S stock pinion. I expect it should go a lot faster with the speed pinion. Perfectly reasonable for a 1/10 buggy. Obviously you would want to go faster, but for track and control, I think that's a pretty reasonable speed. Let's find somewhere, some sort of track, some sort of jumps. Let's see how well it does. Alright guys, so here we are, pump track. I've got a little bit of time before this place gets packed. So, just going to do a quick lap around the track, see what it feels like. Hands are very, very cold. Okay, so yeah, I think we're going to get some nice jumps here. Yep, air control, very, very nice. Yeah, it does seem to bottom out a little bit. You can hear it. I don't think anything a little bit of fine tuning couldn't solve. Nice transition. Okay, so there are quite a few people on the track now, so I've got to be very, very careful. Yeah, really good control. I think, yeah, I think just some tuning of those shocks would be a little bit better, but you see, transition from this jump is really nice. I'm not the best driver, obviously. Getting better though. I mean, yeah, just a little punch, you're gonna get those jumps. Doesn't take a lot of power, doesn't need a lot of speed. That's why I said speed isn't terrible on this buggy. It has enough power, you know, to go slowly and just make that jump. You can see. Look at that, perfect. Alright, I can see people starting to turn up and cars starting to come, so I've got to get this done as soon as possible. Wipe out. Looks like a whip. That's terrible. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, air control really, really good on this SBK. You would expect from a buggy. I think my only gripe so far is, oops, oh that's terrible. I would say my only gripe so far is that these tyres are just not very good for off-road use. Now, of course, if anything, Rlaarlo don't know where you're going to run this, so I would say general use tyres, okay, especially on asphalt or dirt track, almost useless. You're going to need something a little bit better, but plenty of tyres on the market, plenty of wheels on the tyres on the market that you could get. Yeah, oh, you see, bottoming out again from the jump. So yeah, the suspension felt really nice on the table, but seriously, buggy action, they're going to need some tuning. Still, overall, yeah, a really nice buggy though. nice action, some nice control. Oh! That's, I kind of do regret not installing the speed pinion. This thing would absolutely fly with the additional speed. Oh, bottomed out again. Okay. Yeah, this SBK really goes. Oh, that's where that front bumper would have come in handy. Oh, absolutely sent that one. I think the tyres have gotten a little bit better now they've warmed up, and that dog scared the shit out of me. My God. Oh. Yeah. So this one feels like it is actually running out of juice now, so I think this is coming to the end of this track test. I'm not really getting much power from it anymore. There you go, nosedive. That's the end. Okay guys, so that was the Rlaarlo SBK. 1/10 scale 4-wheel drive buggy. This is the carbon fibre version. What were my thoughts on it? I guess general use tyres, not awful, but when trying to drive off-road, not the best. Very little grip. But if you're going to run it on the dirt, you're going to need to change these out to something with a little bit more grip. On asphalt, for general bashing, they're fine. It's not the fastest buggy in the world. There are many buggies faster out there, but I did run it only with the stop pinion. Now there is a speed pinion in the box as always, and if you want to go faster, just change that out. The T-Rex controller, we have seen this before on the XTS S10, and I don't mind it, to be honest with you. It looks a little bit, well, let's say ugly, but with the included rechargeable battery, it's not bad, and it has a very good range on it. Now overall, I actually think the SBK looks good. I like the style of it, I like the colour of it. I think the orange one looks better. This being the more premium model, it comes in black and gold. The included 20 kilogram standard size servo is a definite plus. We did find some problems with it bottoming out a little bit, but I think with some shock tuning that can be remedied. And overall, the buggy does run well. It jumps well, it controls well in the air. So overall, not a bad little 1/10 scale buggy coming from Rlaarlo. And if you do want to buy this Rlaarlo SBK, the link is down below in the description box. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, don't forget to subscribe, and definitely don't forget to press the hype button. I'll see you in the next video. In the meanwhile, please feel free to enjoy one of these.